Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, while Ethereum is continuing the bounce from this short-term support, Bitcoin, on the other hand, is forming a new pattern that we need to pay attention to. So I'll be talking about that in just a moment. Definitely stick around. First of all, starting off on the daily Bitcoin chart, and I'll keep this quick because not a lot has changed on this chart over the last one day. So obviously, as of right now, the price of Bitcoin is still trading above this important area of support in between 24.3k to 25.3k. And as for the daily Bitcoin price oscillators, first of all, the daily Bitcoin MACD, as of right now, is actually showing very low momentum, which means we do not really have a strong direction at the moment on the daily Bitcoin chart. But with that being said, the daily Bitcoin price oscillators are technically looking more bullish than bearish because as of right now, we have not yet seen a new bearish cross in the MACD. So if you're looking at the histogram, this is still currently sitting in the green. And as for the daily Bitcoin RSI, obviously this is trending to the upside, forming higher lows and higher highs and breaking out above this previous resistance, which is technically bullish structure in the RSI. But of course, we need to be aware of a possible hidden bearish divergence forming right now on the daily time frame, so keep that in mind. But at least as of right now, we technically still have this active bullish divergence in play, because obviously, as we saw a little over a week ago, we had new lower lows in the price of Bitcoin in the daily candle closes, while also confirming higher lows in the daily Bitcoin RSI, which once again is a bullish divergence. And right now, this is still active because we have not yet seen a breakdown in the RSI below this ascending line of support or into new lower lows. And of course, the price itself has not yet broken below this previous low, which once again means this bullish divergence on the daily chart is technically still active. But if we do end up seeing one of those invalidation signals, like for example, a breakdown in the RSI into lower lows below this ascending line of support, then in that case, obviously that would help to invalidate the bullish divergence. And so in that case, that could actually help to activate a potential new hidden bearish divergence because we have lower highs in the price and higher highs in the RSI. But generally speaking, normal divergences outweigh hidden divergences, which is why I'd like to see an invalidation of this bullish divergence in order to become more confident in that potential hidden bearish divergence. Because obviously, if this bullish divergence continues playing out like what we've seen over the last 1 to 2 weeks or so, obviously if that continues above this previous high, then we have higher highs in the price and higher highs in the RSI, which means there's no bearish divergence at all. So that's basically the situation right now on the daily time frame. Once again, we're still seeing a bit of a relief from that bearish trend here on the daily Bitcoin chart. And within this relief, which on smaller time frames looks more like a bullish trend here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. Obviously, over the last couple of days, we have seen a bit of a correction, a bit of a pause from this small bullish trend here on the 4-hour time frame due to this small bearish divergence here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. Because once again, we confirmed higher highs in the price while also confirming lower highs in the RSI. And as of right now, the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI is yet to confirm any significant higher lows and higher highs again, which means at least as of right now, once again, we're still taking a bit of a pause from that shorter term bullish trend here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And so essentially in the imminent short term, we're looking relatively neutral with very low momentum as seen here in the daily Bitcoin MACD. Once again, pointing towards the fact that as of right now, we do not have a strong direction on the chart, with this bullish divergence still active on the daily time frame, and in the much shorter term, a small bearish divergence playing out within this small bullish trend. And as for support and resistance in the shorter term, looking at the Fibonacci retracement tool on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, we still have the 38.2% Fibonacci level of support sitting at approximately 26.5k. So at least in the shorter term here, once again, that is the immediate support to pay attention to. But if we see a confirmed break below 26.5k, then in that case, we have the 50% retracement level acting as support at just underneath 26.2k. And below that level, we have the important golden pocket area of support sitting in between around 25.8k to 25.9k. And as for short-term resistance, we have this level right here, which was also resistance back here, sitting at approximately 26.9k, just underneath 26.9k. And now here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, we also have a potential new bearish pattern forming, which is a possible head and shoulders pattern, because as you can see here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, we already have a left shoulder and a head, but right now we do not currently have a right shoulder, at least not yet. But if we do end up seeing a bit of a bounce in the shorter term, perhaps up towards around 26.9k, and then see a rejection from that level, come back down to where we are right now, then in that case, obviously that would form a right shoulder. And in that scenario, if we do actually form a right shoulder, in order to confirm this head and shoulders pattern, we would then need to see a confirmed break below this neckline, which is sitting at approximately 26,500. So once again, in order to actually confirm this potential head and shoulders pattern, we first need to see a bounce in the price of Bitcoin a few $100s higher, and then come back down and break below 26,500. And if that actually happens, then once again, that would activate this head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish pattern, giving us a bearish price target further to the downside. And in case you're wondering, that potential bearish price target that we'll be looking at, if we see all of that play out and actually confirm with a break below the neckline, then in that case, that would set up a technical price target at around 25.5k to 25.6k. So from the point of the break to that price target, we're talking around a 3 to 4% move to the downside. But once again, it is important to understand that as of right now, that potential bearish price target is not yet active. It is not yet in play, because as of right now, we have not yet seen the right shoulder even form, let alone a confirmed break below the neckline. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this is on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, and I'll keep this quick as well, because over the last one day, not a lot has changed on this chart, because obviously, as you can see right here, the price is still trading below this important area of resistance, sitting in between around 1620 to 1660. And as for the daily Ethereum price oscillators, right now the daily Ethereum MACD is actually getting very close to a possible bearish cross, but at least for now, it's still showing very low momentum, meaning we do not really have a strong direction at the moment on the daily ETH to US dollar chart. And as for the daily Ethereum RSI, once again, this is technically still playing out a bullish divergence, which at the moment is still technically active, because once again, we have not yet seen any of those invalidation signals, like for example, a break to the downside in the RSI below this ascending line of support or into new lower lows. And also, we have not yet seen a new lower low in the price below this previous low. And so once again, due to that, this bullish divergence is still technically active, which means we're still due to see at least some sort of pause from that larger bearish trend here on the daily time frame. Because once again, a bullish divergence usually plays out in the form of either choppy sideways price action, if not a slight bullish relief, as the most common outcomes from a bullish divergence. So once again, this is why I've been saying we're still due to see a bit of a pause from that bearish trend. So not as much bearish price action while this bullish divergence is still active. And as for short-term support and resistance, looking at the Fibonacci retracement tool on the 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart, and right now the price of ETH is still finding support at the golden pocket, sitting in between around 1570 to 1580 approximately. But if we end up seeing a confirmed break below that golden pocket, then in that case, we have the 78.6% Fibonacci level of support at around 1560. And below that level, we should also expect some support at these lows, sitting close to 1530. And as for short-term resistance, right now, as of recording this video, the price of ETH is finding resistance at this level just here, sitting at around 1.6k. But if we end up seeing a confirmed breakout back above 1.6k, then in that case, we should also find some resistance at around 1615 and some resistance at around 1635. But either way, if you want to know how to make a lot of money in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways like right now, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is bullish or bearish using AI, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.